Okay, thanks very much for all that information. Now I want to bring in my panel to talk about even more lying. Jason, now you were a reporter for the New York Times, and you resigned because of plagiarism. We saw the movie. Tell me why you lied.
Well, I think, for me personally, it's what we would call malingering. And those are people who lie for either personal gain or to avoid something. And in my particular case, I think I was trying to avoid admitting that I had a problem. My own anxiety, I was trying to make it appear that I was a lot healthier than I was. So I fit into sort of that third category that's a lot like the student from Harvard or Rich Blumenthal, the Attorney General in Connecticut today.
Oh, yeah, we'll get to him in a minute.
Right. I sort of fit in that category, so I guess I understand, probably what we'd call the more depraved version of lying.
I see. Does the lie start small, or does it start big?
It starts early. It starts really early in life.
Like how early? Like a child?
Like a little kid who goes and says, I don't have a cookie in my hair, Mommy. And you're like, well, what is that? It's not a cookie. And then if your mother lets you get away with it, then you go, oh, that worked. No, it starts young, and then they keep working on it until they get better and better. And you don't have to win every time. You just have to find one sucker here, one sucker there.
Yeah.
And then you also practice your lies so you get better. Now, I'm guessing this student, he probably plagiarized all his way through high school. And what's happening today is that there's such a level of plagiarism, and it's so hard to catch that teachers simply don't have the time to sit there and go through every one of these papers trying to figure out every method of plagiarizing, unless you're so stupid you went to Wikipedia and just took the whole cut and paste
Right, exactly. So, Jason, did you start as a kid to lie? Jason?
I think we all start as kids lying, but I think one of the things that happens to a lot of us is that, there's that fear, right? That impression that mom has eyes in the back of her head. And that when we're younger, it kind of serves as a deterrent to lying. And then we all realize mom doesn't really have eyes in the back of her head, and we have to not lie for some other reason, either our own internal values and ethics or some other motive, fear, whatever it is. And what I found sort of in my case and other cases of people who come to me for help is that it just like Pat said, it starts in baby steps. And the first baby step is the realization, that I can get away with that lie. They're not going to catch everything.
Right.
And once that person crosses that line, if they don't have the moral underpinning, right, that moral center that's going to bring them back, or that sense of pride in their work, or it doesn't matter to them that it's not really their work, and A's good for them regardless of how they got it, then all of a sudden the gates are open. Does that make sense, Pat?
Yes, it does. But hold on a second, because I want to present a few liars that are in the news, okay? This guy, Connecticut's Attorney General Richard Blumenthal, he's a Democrat running for Chris Dodd's seat. Okay, take a listen to a clip of a Richard Blumenthal speech from March 2008 that is posted on NewYorkTimes.com.
We have learned something very important since the days that I served in Vietnam, and you exemplify it. Whatever we think about the war, whatever we call it, Afghanistan or Iraq, we owe our military men and women unconditional support.
Okay, over the past couple of years, this guy Blumenthal has reportedly said he served in Vietnam in a few speeches. Never been to Vietnam, is not a Vietnam veteran.
Well, Palm Beach looked kind of like Vietnam, didn't it?
Palm Beach looks exactly like Vietnam. Well, maybe now, but not then, okay? So here's a guy who, he's an attorney general running for the United States Senator, and he thinks he can get away with that.
Well, how long did he get away with it?
I guess up until now.
Well, it worked.
It didn't work because they were going to catch, the people are going to find out.
Eventually, but it's interesting because when they start doing it, they do it because, well, in my opinion, the reason you lie is because it gets you something. That's a simple fact.
Yeah.
The fact is you care more about yourself and you care about those other people, and you don't really worry about what they think about you as long as you think you can get away with it. And if you get so arrogant, if you do it enough, you get so arrogant, you think you will get away with it forever.
Okay, here's another beauty. This guy, Indiana Congressman Mark Soder, resigned today after admitting to an extramarital affair with a staffer. Here's a clip from his press conference.
I will submit my resignation to Speaker Pelosi effective this Friday. I can never fully thank all those who've worked so hard, given so much, and supported me through 8 contested primaries and 8 general elections. Only when you have been the recipient can you really feel the humbling power of such generosity.
This guy was an evangelical Christian who championed family values and abstinence. This is what I love about some of these people. You know, he's out there, we're supposed to feel sorry for him? This hypocrite and liar?
Well, he's crying pretty good at the moment because he got caught. But when it was happening, I'm sure he was just so shocked he didn't realize it was happening till it was over. He's like, somebody went with me.
Gotta go. That's why he's crying, because he got caught. Okay, thank you, everyone. We'll be back in a minute.